Welcome back, everyone. And in this video, we're going to share with you, my friends and I, Rosa and Ryan and I, are going to share with you our experiences of Gebo, the Elder Futhark rune that looks like a cross like this. And I hope I'm getting the pronunciation right. So what we do is we connect to the rune, to each of the Elder Futhark runes one by one. Psychically, you can call it intuitively, or you can call it third eye communication. Basically, we tune in and we connect to the rune, and then we get together and share what each of us gets. So this is the video for Gebo. And I'm gonna start first. Basically, this time I asked the rune something different. Normally I ask like, oh, where can I find you in life? Like, what kind of energy are you? What are you? And this time I was interested in the medicine of Gebo. So I asked like, what is the medicine of Gebo? And I got a picture of my own head. And I see like stuff going inside my mouth, and it's just like filling up my whole head. And these rays are coming out of my skull, and it feels like there's an imbalance of energy, like too much is going in, but not enough is going out, creating a lot of pressure inside my head, giving me migraines and like nausea and all the other stuff that comes with migraines. So it was explained to me that like basically I've always been really, really hungry for all kinds of visions, knowledge about the spirit world and everything, and been getting a lot of asking a lot and getting a lot of information, but I never shared it. I just keep it all inside. And like the rays are, if you guys remember, we talked about hair being communication. So it's again like, oh, you're not communicating enough through your hair. It doesn't mean I have to communicate through my hair, but like the point is the balance of receiving something and giving something. So they said that if you start sharing your visions and all the stuff that you've been getting, like since you were a kid, you've kept it all inside because of the judgments and fear that people are gonna laugh at my visions, people are gonna laugh at my, psychic stuff, or they're gonna say you crazy or something. So that's the reason I didn't share anything before I was 35. It's like 35 years of visions in one head, and they said start sharing stuff, then the pressure will be normalized. And then I asked for general description of Gebo, and it showed me pretty much a similar kind of thing, like earth and plants, grass and beetroot. I saw, and it's like the sun rays were going down to the plants, and the plants were catching it with their leaves, like photosynthesis. Then in normal textbooks we study, photosynthesis involves using the sun's energy for the plant, that's it. But here I saw that the sun is getting into the plant, some of it is used for the plant, and the rest of it goes down to earth through the roots, even though in school books we learn that the roots are used to suck the energy, the nutrients from earth. And I'm not saying they don't, they do, of course, but apparently somehow the energy, it was shown to me to go down to earth, and the earth was kind of like the underground earth was kind of like the collective macrocosm type thing, and the plant was the microcosm. So like the collective versus the one, the like as above so below kind of thing. The one one united universe versus us as separate beings. And it was shown to me, if there is an imbalance of this giving and receiving of energy, then there are going to be problems and diseases. So let's say this beetroot doesn't accept any energy for itself, just only gives out, passes the energy down to earth, then the beetroot is going to die because it didn't get enough for itself. So I was shown that, look, you're getting the energy, and this energy, as sunlight was shown to me, like it's basically like one divine light that we all receive, pretty much the same light that we all receive, but we are all different. So I receive it, and first I need to take as much as I need for myself, and the rest, it's time to give away. And I'm giving it kind of back into the whole collective. But when I give it out, like sharing out, it can be by talking, by writing, by working, by doing stuff, whatever in life we do. It doesn't have to be a YouTube video. It can be like a mother, probably, raising kids or anything. And like when I share something from me that I've already received and I share it out, it becomes like my medicine, Olga medicine. And then I was given like this funny phrase, the world, because I'm having this migraines, I'm not sharing anything. I had this kind of funny phrase given to me. The world is deficient in Olga vitamin. You know how they say some people are vitamin B12 deficient or something, and they're like, the world is Olga deficient. And they're saying it's not only a problem for me if I don't keep this balance healthy. So it's not only me that gets a migraine, it's also the macrocosm that is deficient in this thing that it was supposed to receive, but it's not receiving. So it's deficient in something. And then I was shown the whole picture that it's not only you are like this, it's not only me who's having this imbalance. It's actually a lot of people in the collective having this imbalance. So some have don't know how to take care of themselves, so they just give. That's also an imbalance. It's like too much of that energy. And some people are like me, not sharing themselves because they're maybe afraid to speak, afraid to share. And they're saying like right now there's a lot of imbalance, and if everybody can heal those judgments of themselves, you can speak better and you can give, and the harmony will be replaced. Not replaced, but restored. And I was given this pretty cool kind of sentence about how to restore this harmony. It's about selfishness and arrogance. I'm gonna read it, I wrote it down. The earth, the collective, the macrocosm is you deficient. Release false perceptions of selfishness, keeping it all to yourself, and arrogance, speaking as if you're important, and restore the balance of receiving and giving. So here, like selfishness is like, the meaning is opposite. If you guys get my drift, like the false perception of selfishness is kind of like you being selfish if you're keeping it all to yourself, but the actual meaning is completely opposite, because I can't even explain it with my words, but I think you're getting it. And arrogance, we see it as, oh, look, this person's speaking too much. They're so full of themselves. They think they're so important, they should shut up. So that's a false perception of arrogance, kind of like switch that around, and then we can get a better harmony. Oh, I asked, how can I heal the judgments and the fears of that are blocking me, the blocks from my communication out. And the blocks were shown to me like a skin and pores, and the pores are blocked. Like, you should be talking through those pores. There's a reason, you know. The information should be going in and out. There's a skin, but it should be going, and it's not. So I asked, okay, how do I unclog those communication and giving and receiving pores? And they showed me lightning and an oak, and there was like a little acorn being dancing. So they told me something like, you should contact oak for the oak wisdom, because oak knows how to do that. And I looked it up. Apparently oaks get struck by lightning more than any other tree because they're very, very conducive. The water, somehow they're very conductive. All right, and that's why the lightning strikes them more often than any other tree. And I didn't have time to contact oak yet because I had laundry to do. So yeah, I also got stuff like communication, nervous system, electricity, basically things like that. Oh, and also kind of like the middle path between black and white, between darkness and light. And I asked, if I get this rune Gebo in a reading, what should I think that the message is? And they're saying that, well, it's like a suggestion to look at another side of the story, to heal the balance of giving and receiving and dark and light, and try to see some dark in lightness and some light in darkness. That's it. Yeah.
Interesting. I like how Gable gave you what you need and gave me what I need. Interesting.
Mm-hmm. You want to share what Gable gave you?
Sure. I kept hearing X marks the spot, X marks the spot, and then it brought the X right to my heart. Showed me that, let's see, get it all together. There's a lot here. You were born from love. You were born in the right moment, the right place, the right time, with the right family, with love. That you are love. That we are all love. That we are made of love, and all of our actions and all that we do stem from love. We're shown the earth, the love of the earth, as kind of like the foundation of love within the earth, within our knowing world. And I asked, is love your medicine? And I heard no. I heard not exactly. The medicine of Gebo is to bring you, to bring you, your center. I had a lot of blocks come up. Oh, it was so lovely. And I had to work through those. That was very lovely and interesting, but I was up for the challenge and I pushed through. The love was hard to receive. Yes, there was lots of love and it was hard to receive. A lot in my heart chakra. And I felt like I had this feeling of like, what am I missing? What am I not getting? I'm not getting it. I'm not feeling it. I'm not getting it. And it was my own blocks to the love, to receiving the love. And I was shown that very clearly, your own blocks to the love. And it was a love fest. The whole thing was a love fest. Love is in the little things. Love is everywhere. Love is in the trees, and the plants, and the sky, and the sun, and the moon. It's very emotional. Love is your fight for your children. Love is your fight for yourself. Love is letting go of what you love and allowing it to just be with love. Love is being who you are, just as you are, with openness and transparency. Being you just as you are, allowing you to be in this world the way you create it as you wish. And that's love. And I felt like you could take this symbol, you could take it, you could flip it, you can do whatever you want to it, and it's the same, stays the same, it stays in its center. The shape remains an X, and you flip it upside down, you flip it on the side, it's an X, it's an X, it's an X. No matter what you do, it would always come back to its center. It would always come back, and it always remains the same. And I just felt like that center for people and for the world is love, is that love. Let's see. And I asked, where would the world be without love? Because it was such a love fest, so much talk about love. And I was shown that you would be nothing. You wouldn't even exist, because the only reason you are here is because of love. I felt like that was pretty profound. I asked to see the bigger picture. I said, what about the bigger picture here? Like, you know, I was kind of like, what is all this love stuff? Can you just get to the, like, tell me the medicine? Enough with this love. But I worked through that. But, you know, I was like, also, what is the bigger picture? And I was shown the whole universe operates out of love, even the whole universe. The stars, the planets, the earth, every little speck, down to the smallest little speck of the specks. They all operate out of love. I asked, you know, can you show me your medicine in the world? And I saw a man and a woman in love. I saw a woman with her child in love, a woman in her garden in love with her plant. And I was just shown that love is what makes the world go round. It is what makes the love, it is what makes our existence. So it was a love fest for me. And I thought that was interesting, everything you got, because even the things you got are a form of love and expressing. And as a love coming to your center, it is also coming to your center and expressing. So I thought that was interesting that we got different and different, same, oh no, same, different. The saying, how a saying goes.
Same, but different.
There you go. Same, but different. Yeah, that's what I got.
Yeah, I actually cut that part out because I drew. The light won't let me show this, but there's a guy and he's like going like, whoa, like this. And there's a big X in his heart area, but the X is going like crazy, going like X, like kind of slightly turning and becoming more X's. It's basically when he expresses himself freely and transparently, like you said, like he's just being himself. But first I saw all the X's in the kind of the head area, but each vertebrae had an X, like it's a nervous system. And finally, like he had almost like an orgasmic explosion of self-expression. And he just went like, whoa, and the giant X went like, and he was shining like a star because the X's were just like multiplying. So yeah, thanks. I mean, it's cool. Yeah, same but different. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. All right, what you got? What you got for us?
Okay. What I got was a little different, but there's probably similar threads. I kind of wrote it all down because I tend to not remember stuff off the top of my head. So yeah, every time I look at the notes, it kind of freezes me. So that's probably going to happen. Yeah, something I noticed was like energetic wise, being centered and grounded. I actually chanted with this one a lot and kind of, I guess it it helped with kind of an empty state where the mind's not so busy. So I kind of noticed it's good for like self-inquiry and things like that. But it was yeah, there was a strong theme of interconnectedness, but a lot of what I got was more about kind of an end point, and healthy linkages, where the X, it can represent like death or like a pirate ship or whatnot, but it also represents like the place of treasure, which generally makes you feel kind of excited, and that's a cool endpoint. That's kind of like the healthier version. So it's and just bringing some things to an endpoint. So it there was just yeah, there was a lot on that rune that kind of male and female, also the interconnectedness, and like you said, I kind of got the same thing with an axe, where you flip it upside down, sideways. It's always an axe. It's pretty constant in that one, but it's it's interesting. Even an ex-wife, it's it's still kind of, it's an end point. So it's mainly what I was getting with the rune is it can help bring things to an end. It's even energetically, I noticed there's a lot of inquiries I kind of forgot about, and or never got to an endpoint. And even subconsciously, there's still energy going into that, where it's kind of felt like it helped me to remember that and get it to its endpoint, so the journey can kind of start over again. So that's kind of what I got from Gebo, mainly from the room.
Cool. We all got different things. Nice.
Yeah, I like how Ryan went directly to pirate ships and treasure.
That was like the first thing I thought of. It's like, the X can mean like, I mean, if I was like a British guy with spices, it'd be like, oh shit, shit, death is headed my way. But if I had like a little map with an X on it for treasure, it'd be like, oh, this is so cool. And the journey would be fun to it. Well, hopefully fun. Like, you might drink too much along the way or something. But it'd be a cool journey. But yeah.
Do you guys actually do you guys want me to read some keywords from a book I have on Futhark, to just check out what other people say about this room?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm cool.
Yeah.
I didn't look anything up. Disconnected.
Actually, yeah, I didn't look anything up before. I didn't even like nothing, because I wanted the element of surprise. And I have this book. It's called Futhark, a handbook of rune magic. I'm gonna send the link to this book in the description box under the video. And I'm not gonna read like everything, because I think I actually can't. So it's like just some keywords. So the meaning of Gebo is gift, like their literal meaning is gift, or hospitality, generosity. And it says the esoteric interpretation of this name is that which is exchanged between gods and men. And it stands for things like magical force, giver, giving, given to, ecstasy, sacrifice, sex magic initiation, mystical union, increase in magical powers, harmony between brothers and sisters and lovers, magical influence in human and divine worlds, acquisition of wisdom. So, I mean, it's not like, it looks like they're different things, but they're not. There's an underlying energy. I mean, that's the beauty of the energies. Like, I guess it's us who sees different. Again, like once again, every time we have these videos, I want to specify that we connected to the same energy, but because we are all different, we connected to different aspects of it. And as we connected to it, I think it became something else entirely, like even new, like a new birth of something, like a continuation, in orgasmic ecstasy of some sorts. Yeah. Okay. So if you guys listen to the end of this video, thank you guys so much. Do you guys want to add something else?
Oh, I did forget there was a piece I got about navigation, where it also relates to the endpoints, but it's that Gable was also kind of navigating the you know, the angles and the nuances that would help you in life, I guess, get the best opportunity. That was another thing I kind of got when I was meditating with the Rune.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I got kind of something like really kind of really unusual, maybe. That's why I didn't share it. But it's not something dirty or anything, but it's about attachments. So like malevolent, benevolent, but malevolent beings.
Yeah, you said it.
Right. So like the rune showed me that things can be seen from like opposite perspectives, and like the giving and the receiving and stuff, and communication, and who's who, and like you also said, like you are like free and transparent, and that is love. And I was sent to one time that I was talking to my spiritual guide in my visions in the astral, or whatever you want to call it, somewhere. And we were talking about something, and there was the attachment, some being with malevolent intentions trying to come between us and distract us. And I got scared. I'm like, hey, look, there's this guy trying to, and invade our space. And my guide is just like went like with his hand, he sprinkled something purple. It just came out of nowhere, like sprinkled something purple to this being, and it wasn't like an attack, and it wasn't healing either. It's not like he decided to heal this guy so that he doesn't have these malevolent intentions, but it was something purple, and it just completely made the being uninterested in us at all, almost like mosquito repellent. And I felt like the purple thing was a bit of love and some kind of magic. I still don't get what it was, and I thought, man, can you teach me that one day? You know, that would be really cool. He's like, not yet, not right now, but it's some kind of love and magic and I don't know, mystical something. I still don't get it. So it was purple violet color, and there was just like 3 drops or something, and the being was just like kind of like a mosquito, just like went away. And the Gebo told me that, okay, in that perspective, when that being you didn't want interrupting your space, from his perspective, you guys were the dark ones. Like you guys were the people who are healing themselves and getting more light into their system and being compassionate and being loving and self-accepting. For them, we are causing pain. We are pain causers because when they see us and they can kind of see themselves more honestly through our compassion and our eyes or something, they feel pain because they're not healed yet. They didn't transform. So we are the pain causers for them. And I was shown this opposite picture, like it's, you know, see some darkness in the light and see some light in the darkness kind of thing. So that was just a extra points, extra stuff. Okay.
There's always light in the darkness also. That's part of what we do, is help find that.
Speaking of which, if you guys watched this video till the end, and you'd like to get some healing, Ryan, Rosa, and I are offering shamanic healing services, shamanic healing sessions. If you guys want to check out more about what that is and what can be healed with that and read more information about it, contact us about any questions you have. The information is in the same place under the video. Check it out. Thank you so much. We appreciate you guys and we love you guys. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Love you.
Love
Thank you,
y'all.
Gebo.